Now, you've probably heard of the pop groups Oasis, Franz Ferdinand and the Kaiser Chiefs. Well, what you may not know is their musicians all play electric guitars built by a legend in the industry, Jim Burns.
Now, a collection of rare electric guitars made by him during a brief partnership in the late 50s has been discovered in the basement of a house in Cheltenham. The 12 Supersound instruments, which you can see there, have all been protected from the ravages of time by cardboard cases.
Well, with us now is the collector who tracked them down, Guy Mackenzie, and local musician Steve Treble, who's going to play one in just a minute. But first, Guy, how did you feel when you stood in front of these wonderful instruments in a Cheltenham basement?
Well, it was absolutely amazing. It was literally like finding the Holy Grail. They're the stuff of legend. You know, people have talked about them, they've been written about, but they've never, ever been seen in 50 years.
Even by the man who was writing about them, I understand.
Even by the man who wrote the book.
So how do you think they came to be in Cheltenham?
Well, all I can tell you is that they were, when the partnership between Jim Burns and Alan Wootton, which was Supersound Guitars, split up in early 1959, they were work in progress, and he literally left, and these guitars have remained exactly as they were. When Supersound then ceased trading in 1974, they ended up in the garage of the son of the owner of Supersound, and after that they came to Cheltenham.
Yeah, and he was just a collector, he kept them in the basement. That's fantastic. Let's have a close look at them. There's one actually finished here, the bass. Tell us about that.
Well, this could be one of the first, if not the very first, commercially built solid electric bass in the UK.
Really? Fantastic.
And you say some of them are work in progress. I think this one down in front of you, Guy, that's a very good example, and we're not quite sure what that is on the side.
Well, this definitely is work in progress, and this is something that I don't think anybody has ever seen on electric guitars, probably because it wasn't really a very good idea. But it's something quite unusual.
What is it, a switch system?
It's a switch system, and this was probably the switches that were on radios of the time.
Now, the truth is that you don't actually play a guitar, do you, Guy?
Well, I thought you might say that. No, I don't. I'm purely a collector. I buy guitars because I love them for their shapes and styles, and I love the history of popular music, and this is the history of popular music at its cutting edge.
An experimental time as well, we can obviously see.
I think we should hear what they actually sound like. So, Steve, give us a dash.
Good sound. Yeah, that'll work.
Fantastic. Nice. What do you think then?
It's good. It's got a very thick neck, a classic sort of 50s neck on it. It's like a baseball bat, but it's got the right sound.
Yeah, a bit of history.
Yeah, very nice.
Guy, I love the thought that someone like the Shadows could have been playing these instruments.
Yes, indeed. In the very beginning, the Shadows could have been playing these instruments.
If only they'd been finished.
If only they'd been finished.
So what are you going to do with them now?
Well, they're part of my collection, and I hope they'll be with me for a very long time.
Oh, well, thank you for bringing them all into us today. What a find. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, all the best.
Well, that's it from us for now.
I'm back with the latest in the 10 o'clock news. Bulletins continue tomorrow. But let's give Richard, and if you're learning at the moment, perhaps a little bit of inspiration on a Jim Burns special, 50 years on, never really been heard in public ever before. We'll leave Steve to play us out.
Motorsport legend Sir Jackie Stewart pays a